Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here we go with Montgomery. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
13.
Here's Henry on the option. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Quick, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Sit up.
Running once more with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First and 10 now from the 30. This set of downs starts with an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
BC, ready? Hey, Alpha, sit up.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Rolling into enemy territory. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Another run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's second and 11. This finds Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for points. Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Second and 3 now. From the 38. Taken in by Likely. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Lamar throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, first and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Buying some time right. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. but if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on third. Has it down close. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Craig Reynolds to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, middle. 180.
Aguilar, the receiver in motion right. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, a run for Henry. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
No, we changed it.
A give right side to Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. He's running for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Patrick going to motion over left. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. What's that?
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Here we go. Tonight. What's that?
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
180. Tonight.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
180. Ready, shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6.